What's one thing everyone should incorporate
It's over
into
10
their
pages.
daily life if they want to follow a no snooze regimen? I know my answer.
Yeah, you start on this one.
I know my answer here. Yeah, but as soon as I heard this question, it was obvious to me. And it's not the water. It's not the waking up on time. It's not working out. It's not growing a beard. It is simply when you say that you're going to do something, do it.
That's a good one.
Keep promises to yourself and to others. And if you say, and it could be small stuff, it doesn't have to be deep, but this goes back to the small wins adding up and gaining self-confidence. So if you say that you're going to go food shopping at 11 o'clock, go food shopping at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to go to the dry cleaners and then I'm going to take a shower after, go to the dry cleaners, take the shower after. Mm-hmm. You begin to become accountable to yourself. This is a practice that, like, my daily checklist is all that stuff. And again, I've always been a confident guy, but knowing that I'm not going back on my word, clearly there's things that happen throughout life, and it's not going to always allow you to come through for yourself, and you're going to get thrown off. And that's the setback piece. Yeah. But start with just keeping small promises to yourself. Mm-hmm. And it goes a really long way. And when you do that day in and day out in every single thing that you do, your meetings, you're showing up on time, putting your shoes away, everything having its place, like you said. It's all things that are so small and so, it almost seems like it's not a big deal. But I believe if you want to follow a no snooze regimen, a.k.a. just being better than yesterday, that's what you need to start doing.
That's a good one. The everything in its place. I just had this visual of our house right now. It looks nothing's in its place at the moment.
Are you going to put it away?
What's today? Friday. Yeah, Friday. I can clean up Fridays.
Send me a picture of you doing that.
Okay.
Keep the promise to yourself.
I'll put it on Instagram.
There you go.
So that's a good one. Mine is kind of twofold. So maybe it was Gary Vee, or maybe it was a book I read. But basically, there was one point where I was complaining a lot about everything, and I just had like a bad attitude, just in general. Mm-hmm. Like, I was still happy-go-lucky and fun to be around, but for my personal life and work and things, I just was complaining a lot. So I read a book. It's called The Happiness Advantage.
Yep.
And it's just basically how if you are a positive person, you attract other positive things, and it snowballs.
Okay.
It's very foo-foo, but it makes sense.
It definitely makes sense.
And it's like if you go into a situation, you have a positive attitude, and you're happy, the person that you're trying to get something out of or talk to is less defensive, more likely to give you what you want, more likely to be friendly with you. So it's my tip is to try to be happy in situations and have perspective and complain less. I feel like complaining is the root of a lot of problems. Mm-hmm. When you complain, then someone else complains to you about something, and then you're kumbayaing about how miserable you are, and then it snowballs. I know there's medical conditions and all that stuff, but if you don't have that, just trying not, and I complain still about stuff, but days where I don't, and I just go up and do something, even though I don't want to do it, you find that you're just more happy throughout the day, and then it translates to your personal life, and it's real estate is very important because deals fall through, and I just had a super big deal fall through, or not super big, but a big deal, and there's deals that fall through every day, and if you're negative about it, you don't get up and try to resell it, you don't get up and do all your other stuff you need to do, it's just a snowball effect.
Right.
That's good. There is a TED Talk, too. I will look it up, and I'll send it to people, but it's also
wait,
about...
you're going to send it to every listener?
Yeah, I'll send it to every message it. But it's basically about how our primal DNA to avoid predators factors into how we perceive people in our first impressions.
Yep.
Basically about if you smile right off the bat, I am less threatened and more likely to like you. And if you can maintain that smile while talking and positive, even more so. And if your hands are out of your pockets, that's the other thing. Because usually if
it's a defense mechanism.
Yep.
Right. Or your arms crossed.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's a good one. And also to what your answer was, the book that I thought about right away is Don't Sweat the Small Stuff.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, and it's the easiest read in the world.
I don't know. I lied. I didn't read that.
Oh, you're hilarious. First of all, the pages are about 5 inches. No, seriously. And there's like probably 50 words on the page. So it's a very easy read, and there's literally, I think, maybe 200 chapters in the book, but each chapter is a page and a half. So it's a perfect read for 10-page
I was going to
Dave.
say, that's
But
a Dave-sized book.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
You know, when you're sitting in traffic, instead of getting upset, realize, wow, you know what? There may be an accident up there, and somebody's life is being affected right now.
Yeah.
It's much bigger than you just being late for your 15-minute meeting.
Yeah.
Again, still stuff that we're working on every day, and I still get mad at traffic. I still get mad when people take me an hour out of my route.
Never happened to me.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a really good book to start with, and
That's a good one.
it's an easy read.
All right, we have to link to this stuff so people can find it.
I don't know how to do that.
We'll figure it out.
So anybody out there in marketing, if you want to help us get going, that will definitely that could definitely happen.